Well, Gareth, a tough one on Saturday, having started so well and 1-0 up, obviously, as you said afterwards, the red card changed the game, and so too the equaliser right on the stroke of half-time. Have you had time to assess it any further? Are they still your overriding thoughts?
Overriding thoughts, yeah. Boys were brilliant. Boys really dug deep and tried everything that I asked. I can't ask any more. We had a great shape. We frustrated Sunderland with this counter-attacking team at the moment, which is suiting us. And we had a real good plan in place, and we did it out on the training ground. And if one criticism on myself is if I didn't work on going down to 10 men, it's not something you envisage. It's not something you do. But maybe it's in my head now, thinking about that, because it does happen in games. But every single one of them, they were so lucky on their equaliser. It took a deflection and goes in, and that happens sometimes, if the luck's with you, it goes the other side of the post, as I say. But the luck just at home especially just seems to be going against us. I remember Ollie, when I signed here years ago, said he wanted to lift a curse because we couldn't win at home then. So if anyone's got any ideas, I'm only joking. It's up to me, and I'll get these boys firing for tomorrow night now. Gutted for the boys, because performance after performance had been coming, and then it just suddenly went, oh, we can't really perform. We got 10 men here against a team that, they really pressed 9 against 8 on. We were camped in our half, and when you've got 9 pressing you and you've only got 8 players, it's really tough, to keep all that ball. You've got to try and work it, and we tried to get the ball forward, but didn't really get much out of that. And then second half, when we went 2-1 down, tried to make a couple of positive changes, getting some forwards on the pitch, again, taking risk, and that opened us up probably for the third goal. But at least we went for it, and at least the boys gave everything, and that's all I ask. They were superb, got every one of them. And I look forward to now Tuesday. We've been able to rest a few as well. I thought we probably managed the subs quite well, with the legs. It wasn't a 3-1 defeat and everyone's had to do 85 minutes with 10 men. It would have been tough, but I thought Chris came on, did really well. Lyndon's back, obviously that's big for us, and Ziad getting minutes. So Jake again. So some real positives for me. Looking forward to Swansea now on Tuesday, which comes quick after a result on Saturday like that. You want the next game very quick. And Cookie was super positive in the dressing room after the game, and the boys are ready for this one.
Just in terms of that, like you say, 85 minutes when you include time added on that we played with 10 men. How does that impact the team selection for Tuesday night? Also, with one eye on Friday night's game at Birmingham.
Yeah, that's tough as well, because with the TV wanting to put us on Friday night, that brings that game a day earlier. It's great being on TV, and it's great the profile of the club, and great to be going up to Birmingham, who will be a tough one, by the way. They're in great form at the moment, but it does put something in my head about team selection. I'll be talking closely with with the sports science and medical today about who's going to be able to do 2, who's going to be able to do 1, or who's going to need changing, or where we are from Saturday. These are things that come into it. It's not like you just put them all out there, and it's not like FIFA at home where you can just play the next game with the same team and they're not tired. It's definitely a challenge, but we have players in the squad now. We've got a super fit squad. Just Jimmy really, who's really close from this. This was billed as a much longer injury than what the team has made it. So he's even close, and I think with everyone, Jordan Archer had an illness from Saturday to miss out. I think everyone could be fully fit for definitely Coventry, but these next 2 games, everyone minus Jimmy maybe, and it's a good place to be with two close proximity games like we've got.
In terms of Swansea, they've had a difficult start to the season and lost the derby at the weekend as well. Does that make them more dangerous now?
It's the Championship, Moz. It's such a tough league. It really is a tough league. Their recruitment in the summer was good. They spent some money getting some players in. Michael Duff obviously is a friend. We've come up against each other a few times now. When he was at Cheltenham and Barnsley, and he's done well. He's recruited well. He has a style of play. Obviously, they've had a slow start. You know, we could have had maybe one more win would have made us a very average start. But there's a few teams down there that still haven't found their identity, still haven't found what they want to do. I think Swansea are one of these under Michael, and we've got to take advantage of that. We've got to step on these now and hit them hard without letting them get into any flow. I think that's going to be key. But they're not an easy game. There is no easy games in this division. You know, believe me. Last year we went to Blackpool after beating Watford at home, and you know, look what happened there. You know, you can't say what's going to happen in the game. You've just got to be consistent in what you do. I'll be positive to the end. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows what I am, who I am. They won't knock the positivity out of me, and I'll make sure that these boys believe. That's the big thing. Before every single game, they'll believe they can win it. Tuesday night, we believe we can beat Swansea.
And just a word on Kenneth Powell, who obviously scored at the weekend, and a little known story is he was due to be arriving back from international duty on the Friday, and he actually took extra flights, came back via New York in order to be back on Thursday. Such was his desperation to be available for selection for Saturday's game. That's the type of all-in attitude you want from your squad. You must be pleased with that.
Really, really pleased. The boys are together. The boys are together. If anyone comes up against these lot in an out-and-out fight, I know I'm backing, because these are together, these lot. Now we've got to get the football right and get some wins on the board, but they're together. And Ken epitomises. I think Wednesday evening he was in Cuba, and it looked like his flights were going to take him till Friday morning to come in, which may jeopardise his place in the team, because obviously that's a lot of travelling and over nearly 2 days of travelling before you get home. And so, you know, Caroline, assistant secretary here, she worked her socks off by getting him all these different flights and logistically sort of phoning him, talking him through where he's meant to be, and so she plays a part in this as well. And Ken is loving what we're doing at the moment. He's got a big smile on his face. We've had some real good chats, and he's loving the role that I've given him. And I've said to him, I want some goals from you this season as a wing back, and he's up with 2 already, you know, and he's like joint top scorer, isn't he, with Jack? So he's definitely producing that. But for me, where he could have said, no, I'll take it easy, I'll just chill and I'll just get back at my own time, he's actually gone, no, I want to get back, I want to be with the squad, I want to play. And he deserved his goal. What a great finish. Hopefully plenty more to come from him.